Oh, shut up.
I don't consent.
Or gallery view down.
I accidentally almost left.
So, what'd you say?
I says it on gallery view.
You're going to be saying that every game.
Should be. Yeah.
That moment when you realize Paul Reed is good.
But you also have DeAndre Jordan on your team.
God.
Yeah.
Whenever we dive into that, oh God, good Lord.
Let's get this
You might all want to.
bad boy started.
Go ahead. Yeah,
All
you
right.
might all want to mute me when we start talking about the Sixers.
Not good. You're gonna yell.
No, I'm fired up.
All right.
But I'll wait.
Welcome back.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Welcome back, Jawn Street, episode 4 in Zoom form, live, where we can see each other. A lot of topics today. A
We're on a
lot.
roll right now.
Form because COVID is back.
It is. Let's get it started. What are you doing, Zach? What are you drinking right there?
I don't know.
Get your mask on. Your Zoom
Get a
mask.
mask up.
Drinking water, dude.
Nice. Dean, anything going on with you?
Could be better.
Why is that?
Just being crushed by the weight of living, the usual.
Nice. Ryan, what's up
And the
with you?
Phillies have forgotten how to hit.
I don't know. I just been chilling, watching Devil Artemis, and yeah,
I don't listen to that. I'm not gonna
watching
talk about anime today. Anyway,
Devil Artemis is funny.
we got a lot of sports news going on. Sixers regular season's over. Playoffs begin.
No,
The
you mean
Masters-
their season is over. In about 2 weeks, the season will be over.
The Masters ended. The Flyers season is crumbling down
Ooh, but Bobby Brink got a point tonight.
any more than it could.
Right.
Yeah, they signed Bobby
Doesn't
Brink.
matter. The Philadelphia Giroux won again,
Nobody really cares.
or the Florida Giroux won again.
They're on a tear, dude.
They are like
Yeah.
9-10-1 and 9-1 since he's been there.
All right, the notification just came in. The Flyers Capitals game
true.
tonight ended 9-2 loss. That is their 50th loss of the season. Holy shit. When was the last time we had a
Right,
50
baby.
Put up.
loss season?
I'm guessing 06.
I don't know. I was just wondering.
The last time they were awful.
Yeah, that's absolutely terrible. Well, let's jump into the biggest news right there. That guy. Dude, Glenn. I'm gonna call him Glenn. Glenn Rivers fucking hates Paul Reed.
Is it
no
because he's
reason.
black? Wow.
Yes.
I didn't like that.
Wait, which one?
Jesus
They're
Christ.
both black.
I think you actually thought that might have been racist.
No, but no, Doc Rivers. So Paul Reed also just loves to make Doc Rivers feel stupid. Every time he puts him out in a game, Paul Reed goes off.
Oh, he's about
We
to
have
make
a-
him
we
look
have a
real
career-
stupid when he doesn't play a single minute in the first round against the Raptors. We
What do you have a-
lose fucking 3-1.
We had a career high the other night.
Like 30?
Yes.
Yeah, we watched it. at Sean's.
25.
Yeah,
25.
and then Doc
What
Rivers.
30? Is that Jake?
They asked him in his press conference after the game. They were like, "You plan on using Paul Reed at all in the first series?" And he comes out with the quote of a lifetime. He says, "We're not going to do a Paul Reed victory tour. We're just trying to win a championship." He's like, "How many times do I have to say it?" And I'm going to say it for you guys to really understand it. Jordan is our backup against Big Five.
Oh. Do you think if Paul Reed had another good game, do you think he would start criticizing the other team's defense?
Probably.
Doc Rivers is such an unbelievable dickhead. The guy sucks. He stinks. Like, name one good thing about Doc Rivers as a coach. he
The
draws
meme?
like good plays out of a timeout.
No, he doesn't even do
This
that.
is-
Amazing.
When's the last time he did that?
He does make amazing.
Not recently. Every
Did
time I've
what?
watched it, it's been a fucking turnover.
Oh,
No.
Zach's talking about his plays out of a timeout.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
Oh, statistically, he's like one of the best actually. I think he's like
Honestly.
second ranked in the league. It surprised me. It surprised me too. No, this year.
Yeah. Oh, well then.
But other than that,
No, he's first in blowing massive leads.
other than
First in blowing massive
I
cod.
will say,
yeah, well, he's not.
it's so I don't know why the fuck he said it, because like I think everybody wants B-ball Paul to get more time. I guess in a playoff spot,
As they should.
yeah. I guess in a
You want him to get
playoff.
more
Not
time
in the
because
fucking way.
DJ's fucking 80.
I finish my like whole little thing before we just jump in.
No, absolutely not.
I don't think we were going to see more time in the playoffs from B-ball Paul as much as we want it, just because of like where we're at. It's not the midpoint of the season. It's not like Embiid took a game off and we saw B-ball Paul. And then the next point is Embiid's going to be playing a lot of minutes in the playoffs. So like
Those leg snaps in half.
you're
Like your
you're,
backup,
you're looking
backup
like
five was going to get maybe 8 to 10 a game, if
maybe
that.
Embiid's not going to sit out 10 minutes in a playoff game.
We can't.
He's going to play 39, 40 minutes a game.
It's
We're up
And-
unless
and-
we're up big. Like
and-
that's how it's gonna be. So I mean, like, can we survive 4 minutes with Jordan in? Maybe, probably not. But we'll see. But like,
Hmm.
but like,
Unless, especially if he
I
goes with
agree.
the
I want it.
Paul Millsap.
It was a resounding no.
I want to see Paul get more time too, but it's just not like, and like, it's unrealistic as a fan to want that right now, knowing where we're at. It's just not like from a coach's perspective, like it doesn't like as much as we want it. I just don't think it would happen unless it was someone like I don't know. I just as much as I want it to happen, it's just like I didn't see it like being a possibility. His comment was a dickhead comment.
I mean,
But-
the message, I understand the message, right? I understand the
I
hey,
don't.
if we're gonna play
Change
big-
our game.
if they're gonna play a big five, yeah, we're gonna have Jordan, be the guy. There's a way to say that message without being an
Being a
absolute
condescending asshole to Paul Reed and his whole family.
100%. 100%.
especially after he gets a career high. It should be like, yeah, like Paul
No,
played
he
great.
You know what he should have said? He should have
he
said
should've.
25
It was
his
the-
career high. How fucking buns is this guy?
He should have just been out and just been like, look,
Paul.
Paul played amazing. He did great. We have our rotation kind of set, but he can always just fucking lie and be like, we'll always take a look at it. But no, he was like, no, fuck Paul Reed. Dude, fuck this guy. DeAndre Jordan's our guy, is what he's basically saying.
I agree. I'm just saying like where we're at. Like I just never like I don't know. It's just like you're not going to play someone who's played a total of maybe 300 minutes on a whole season. and
302 minutes.
You're not going to just make him the backup center in the playoffs. It just doesn't happen like that. He played one game. He played one great game. He's had some spurts where he's been playing good throughout the year, but like he played one full game against the Pistons and played really, really well.
And
I,
that's
I think that
But
And
that's
that-
not.
I think that DeAndre.
well, that point, what you're saying right there is what easily Doc Rivers could have said.
I know, but I'm saying it's not like that. Like, but like I said, it's a fucking stupid comment. Should never been said. But at the end of the day, like we can't overanalyze it. Like whatever. Like yeah, okay, you got a point. You should have said it better. Like that's how I'm with it. Like I'm like that's fuck. Should have said like oh he played great. Like he had a good game.
No,
But
but he
like,
looked
I
at
mean-
he looked at who asked the questions. Anybody know?
Derek Bodner.
Was it? Well, he pretty much looked at Derek and said, "Listen, this is what's happening.
Yeah,
Get it
you
through
fucking
your
stupid
skull."
piece of
Chaos
shit.
Queen.
Yeah.
It's like Alec Boehm saying I fucking hate this place, but it's Doc Rivers saying I fucking hate this guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll get into that later.
that was
What I can't get over is, so he said against big fives we're gonna go with DeAndre,
Yes.
and against
No,
small
no.
fives we're gonna go with Paul Reed, and against Toronto they played Paul Reed, did they not?
Yeah.
Yes.
They did. They did. He was the backup.
No, I don't think
Well,
he said
what?
Paul Reed. I think he said for small fives they were going to do Millsap.
No, he said Paul Reed.
Did he say
We
Paul
also
Reed?
lost to the Raptors that
He
game.
said-
So
Yeah, he said Paul Reed. But what I don't understand is why.
I don't think he's
Why?
almost
No, it's Paul Reed. Why does he?
That's fine.
Why do we have to be? Why do we have to be reactive to the other team? Why do you have to base what you're doing off? Like, what is fucking Cody Zeller gonna go off against Paul Reed if
Seriously,
they somehow play each other?
you have the like. Why can't
Wouldn't
you
that
set
be the
the tone
most
yourself?
Sixers thing ever?
Like why not?
Let them
against,
play
like,
off
a
of
big-
us.
Like why not against a big center like I don't know, fucking Al Horford if they play the Celtics? Why not throw Paul Reed out there? Why not? He's faster than Al Horford. He can guard out the 3-point line. Just because Al Horford's big, why do you have to put it big on him? Like DeAndre's going to sit out there on the 3-point line and do anything? He's not. Like why do you have to be reactive?
You see, I
Well,
feel
like why don't you take the initiative and make a mismatch yourself?
See, they have one of the best
Why?
assistant coaching staffs in the league. Like everyone is like more than well respected. Doesn't somebody sit there and be like, Doc, let's fucking actually look at this?
but
Yeah, you're saying about how his coaches watch all the games.
Do
Well,
they?
have you watched DeAndre Jordan like roll around on the ground for like 10 minutes a game?
Have you realized that you can't slide a piece of paper under his feet when he jumps?
No.
Does nobody,
Go ahead, Ryan,
nobody
yours.
see that? Sam Cassell is one of the best. He's got a very good chance of being a head coach somewhere. Does he not sit there and be like, DeAndre is just a body, like he's a corpse, like he's the skeleton
Here's
of
the-
DeAndre Jordan?
here's the thing. Like I agree 100. Everything you guys said, I agree with. But from the other from like a different like look at it, like Paul Reed has not had the time to like come out and just be our backup center.
Because they don't
And
give him
yeah, but
looks. They
in
don't
the-
give him
in
the.
the
They don't give
playoffs.
him the opportunity. They haven't given him the
His
opportunity.
opportunity is not in the playoffs. I 100% agree with that. His opportunity to come out
Yeah,
and say he can play backup center in 4 minutes, 5 minutes of game time is not in the
But
fucking playoffs.
the thing is, they are so desperate because DeAndre Jordan is so absolutely brutal that they're forced to.
I know, but we can't look. And like this is where I'm like saying it's from the other side. Like Paul Reed, you don't know how Paul Reed's going to play in a pressure situation.
I
He's never
mean,
been.
yeah, he might fuck up. Like he's weird. Paul Reed is like such a weird.
We
Like,
lost the
he's
Raptors when we
lanky.
played. Like
Well, he also
No,
got
I
like
know,
5
I know,
fouls.
but is DeAndre
I'm
Jordan going
saying-
to make that any better?
I'm
like-
not saying Jordan would have changed the game or what. I'm saying like if I was a coach and I had someone who played 300 minutes in a season versus a vet in the
that's
playoffs,
his
in the playoffs everything resets. Everything resets. It's how it is.
But here's
It's not-
the
it
thing
is
with
like
that. That's also Doc's fault. He played 300 minutes. He gave him barely any looks the entire season.
Yeah, but that doesn't change the situation. Is what I'm saying. Like as much as I want Paul to play more, and I do, just
I mean-
this is not.
I
the
mean,
time for
he
that.
said against small fives, he's going to play Paul Reed.
Yeah,
You know, like so, like
We just
He's
have to
not-
hope
I want to
everybody.
believe. I want to believe that he will against Toronto because I mean, think about it. Who are they going to play in the playoffs? Number one, the 1 seed, Adebayo, or who's the fucking is Adebayo's their center? I don't even know. He's not big. He's the same size as Paul Reed. So is there any big center that's like he's acting like the Sixers are going to go up against Embiid in the playoffs? Like there's no big center coming out of the East. Like
There's
I said, Cody Zeller on the Hornets.
Brooke Lopez.
Yeah, Brook Lopez sits out on the 3-point line all game.
Yeah, that's the only big center.
there's-
in the East.
like-
really.
Like there's not a single matchup that makes sense for DeAndre Jordan anywhere in the East. Go down all the list of teams; they're all either small centers or they shoot threes.
see, 100%. I agree, but then again, I'm looking at it from like an experience standpoint.
Oh no, I'm more shitting on Doc.
At time in games, and he's shown he plays
When?
very aggressive and fouls. In the playoffs, we don't need lots of team fouls in games. We don't need our backups almost fouling out.
Well, don't worry. We're not going to get lots of team fouls. Thibel's not even going to play.
Hey,
I mean,
I'm just
I'm
saying like
I'm not
agree.
really worried about the fouls. Like,
Well, no, it's the little
he's
things
gonna
like that
play-
though that a coach has to think about. Like Paul
Oh,
Reed will
yeah.
have energy 100%.
no,
But also
I get
like
that.
we can't be like All right,
like-
we got Paul Reed now. Our whole Sixers strategies changed.
Yeah. No, I get that. I just think they're so desperate because DeAndre Jordan is so absolutely awful
Yes,
that like
so bad.
they're forced to go with a rookie because he is that bad and he's not even
I-
trying.
I hope Paul plays it over Jordan, but I
Oh, I hope so too.
also would understand why if like the first or second game and like Jordan started over Paul, I would understand that.
The only way he would
I-
play in the first
I
series,
would
I
not.
think, is if DJ's that bad. Like if he's just as bad or like worse.
Because
It's- dude,
Then Doc's hands tied and he has to play.
Playoff and sports are different. As soon as it's the playoffs, it's just a different game. It is.
Would I love
just
nothing
like-
more than DeAndre Jordan to just like come into one and fucking go off? Absolutely. Is it going to
Yeah.
happen? Fuck no.
But
I
it's
hope
not like
Paul plays.
DeAndre Jordan's like a reliable vet you're gonna turn to in the playoffs anymore because like he stinks that bad. He's not like a reliable vet who's gonna like give you solid minutes. He's gonna like shit the bed for 10 minutes and he's gonna be like a -10.
Also, this is all going
Yeah,
off like they're gonna play
fucking
4 or 5 minutes a game. Like,
Oh yeah,
with
that's what I'm
the
saying. I
NBA
wouldn't worry
tournament,
about the fouls that much.
yeah, I agree that makes sense. Yeah, but I'm saying like,
You have to look at it as, are you going to lose? Are you going to give away more points with DeAndre Jordan those 5 to 10 minutes than you are with Paul Reed?
Yeah.
Probably.
Against the Raptors, there is absolutely. I mean, if Doc Rivers was any bit smart,
What?
DeAndre Jordan would not sniff the court. Chris Boucher and who's Precious Achiuwa are their centers. Both of them shoot. Neither of them are big. DeAndre Jordan should not sniff the goddamn court all series. He shouldn't.
I mean, I think out of all like everything that's happening in the playoffs, though, I think for the Sixers to be successful, not the last thing, but I don't think our backup center role is a top 3 priority. No,
Do you not remember the Raptors series in 2019? It
listen,
killed them.
listen. This is what it comes down to, okay? This is what I think is the most important thing for like our team. There's 3 things I think that are prioritized above at least the backup center spot right now. Number 1, James Harden. We can't have James Harden
Mhm.
coming out and putting up 2 for 15 shooting every game because we're not going to win like that. Okay. We need Embiid to have a better playoff series than he did last time against the Raptors. We need our 2 best players to perform,
Yes,
and we need our bench to score points.
yes, but Embiid is much better than he was.
We need our bench to score
Well,
points.
I look at this
Well,
series.
yeah, but that goes along with Paul Reed.
Yeah, but I mean,
Like Paul Reed at least
I'm
has
not
some
looking at-
energy off the bench.
I'm not looking at Paul Reed or DeAndre Jordan to go out. And
He's not going to score 10 points.
I know, but like we're not going to the bench.
No,
and
but,
saying,
like,
all right, like
Paul Reed brings
we're
some
gonna get-
energy.
We're gonna get scoring from our backup center. Like
I look at
we're
this
looking at like
series
Tatum
as,
or-
I look at this series as Embiid alone will win you no more than 2 games by himself. You're going to need a third. You're going to need 1 game from James. And then you're going to need that last game with like Tobias putting 20 and Maxey putting 20.
James Harden just needs to shoot 50% from the field, take less threes, and then pass the ball. All he's got to do.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I'm saying.
all
When I
he has
say
to do is shoot
when I say
50%.
Harden's gonna win you that game, I mean like Harden's gonna have like 17 points and like 11 assists or
I
something.
think like Harden
16.
can't lose you a game. He can't go out and lose you a game by shooting 2.
No, he has to win you a game with assists and not so many just if the step back is comfortable, yes, but not so many let the time run and just yuck up a 3 like he's been doing.
I mean, even you can say whatever you want, but like he's still going to be extremely useful for them, and
No.
he is.
He
Yes.
will.
No, he is.
Like,
But I would like to
regardless of-
see him drive more and like go for layups and go to the line.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, but I
What
hate
is
when
it,
he
80,
I hate when he
89%?
tries. I hate when he tries to draw the foul so hard that he just turns the ball over.
Yeah, like that can't
yeah,
happen.
that's
It's
that's
it's
that's
different.
that's his problem.
That's where it's different between him and Embiid and drawing fouls. Embiid gets like down low, makes a move, and gets someone to bite or feels a hand on his hip. Like he's gonna get fouled because it's a foul.
When
James
are they
Harden
get-
will take his arms and run them into the defender to hopefully get someone touch their arm.
When are they getting rid of the swipe foul? Is that next year?
I mean,
Like
that
Embiid
hasn't
swipe foul?
gone
where,
away
like,
yet. I don't
they-
think.
Is that next
That's
year?
like the least common. Like he does that foul every now and again. It'll still be a foul if his. The thing is, like, all it is a hand on their arm to like keep them at bay. And as soon as he pulls up, if he pulls up into that arm, it's gonna be a foul. Like he doesn't have to do the swipe. He can still keep it in his pocket and go up.
Yeah.
There's still gonna be a variation of that move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't want him to draw that foul, just don't put your hand on him.
Yeah.
Gonna
Let him
be-
shoot the
Yeah.
center.
If they're worried about it,
It's going to be an interesting series for sure. I mean, I don't see a way they lose
it's
this.
gonna be a brutal fucking series.
I
It's-
see why they lose a series.
Oh, there's a way.
I
The
don't.
Raptors are so fucking annoying. I mean, the Sixers are better.
Sixers
But,
are
like,
more annoying, I think.
The Raptors,
It's going to go to 6.
The Raptors are-
sure.
I would say, but the Raptors are so long and switchable that
You
it's
think
like
they're
a
going to? You think the
nightmare.
Raptors are going to beat us in 5?
No, I think it's gonna be 6 or 7.
No,
No, it's going to go to 6,
No,
and I'm comfortable with 7 being home. Like if it has to go to 7, it's at home.
Has our
We
home
saw what
court
happened
record
last year, but
great?
last year was
Has it?
way different. We didn't have a point guard that touched the court.
Yeah, but our home record hasn't been stellar this year. Like it usually is.
no,
I think
they're actually
doesn't-
they're
The
the
home
best road
record.
team
I
in the
don't care
East.
about the home record in the playoffs. Like our fans, it doesn't. That's different.
I don't know, man. If we're playing bad in the playoffs with all the expectations, it's gonna be a lot of booze.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't like the Raptors matchup at all.
No.
I hate it. I
Well,
hate it.
I like that.
Saturday-
we're not
I hate
necessarily-
everything about it.
I like how we're not playing.
Fred
like,
VanVleet
Sorry,
Fred's
like
gonna have a
how-
game with 40 points at some point. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna finish up. I like how there's the possibility of not playing the Nets to the Eastern Conference Finals or the Bucks.
I like that.
I do like that.
I like that a
And the
lot.
Celtics.
So we
I
have
think even
definitely
it's the
have-
first round.
See, the thing is though, we have the easier side, and that, like I'm saying easier, but like I think we're a better team than Miami too.
They match up better with Miami than most teams, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it'll come down to like, I mean, we just gotta get past second round, and we
Like I
gotta
said,
like,
it's gonna come down to Embiid winning you 2. Harden has to win you 1, and then the split effort between Maxey and Tobias to put up at least 18 to 20 each.
bench scoring is gonna be huge, man. Bench scoring is gonna be.
Well, I mean,
No,
the
the bench
Rapt-
scoring is going to be minimal because there's not going to be any of it.
yeah, the
Dominate.
Raptors are gonna kill them off the bench.
Yeah.
Like
It's gonna be
the
three-
Raptors
it's gonna be
are
at
so
least-
goddamn deep.
There's gonna be at least 3 starters at all times.
You just know that there's gonna
that's
be.
Tobias, Danny Green, and Tyrese, something like that.
I'm dreading the game where Chris Boucher hits like 8 threes.
Yeah, he
'Cause
pulls
it's
a
gonna happen,
Kevin- pulls a
and it
Kevin
happens
Durant.
every time.
Well,
When's the first game? Saturday.
maybe Doc Rivers
Saturday.
will finally learn to split up this
Saturday night.
into the bench and not just bring the entire bench out for 7 or 8 minutes.
He hasn't done that, but he likes to do the Harden and bench and at the beginning of every fourth quarter, and they get torched, and then they are like
Because he ends with
crawling until Embiid
'cause he
comes
starts-
back in.
he ends the third with Tobias in the bench.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
Tobias in the bench.
I don't
Oh
think.
yeah,
but
Tobias
I think
and
Embiid
Max,
plays.
Tobias Maxey in the bench.
I haven't. Oh yeah,
Sounds like a
yeah,
band.
Tobias and Maxey. Yeah. Yeah, they don't do the Tobias only in bench anymore
All right.
for
Well,
my own mental health.
that first game is Saturday. It's gonna be a fucking roller coaster of a series. Just like this
Oh,
Mets series. Phillies just lost 2-0. Bats weren't there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think I have seen Bryce Harper have a hot start to a year.
Yeah,
Really.
First year was pretty
Uh,
damn hot when he started.
yeah. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that they're gonna need Bryce and Schwarber to start hitting the ball eventually.
I mean, it is 6 games
Hot
in the
take.
season. They have 160
It
something.
is. I'm not. I'm not.
Oh
gonna-
yeah,
That's why
I'm
I'm
not
not gonna
worried.
worry.
No.
But I don't like losing to the Mets
Yeah, fuck the Mets. But Bright, like they will like figure it out.
They still their bullpen still. I mean, their bullpen's been significantly better, like way better. Still kind of worries me those middle innings. It was good to see Wheeler back out there today.
Bailey Falter.
Wheeler had a good game.
It's pretty
Bailey
good.
falters.
He did. That's what I'm saying. It's good to see him back. What did they have his pitch count like in the 60s? I think to start him off.
Something like that. He had a tough first inning, but he bounced back after that.
Yeah, I'm not too worried. Moving right along with, I don't even want to fucking talk about this team, dude.
Alec Bohm.
Bobby Brink.
Oh, you mean 9-2?
Yeah, that.
Oh, can we talk about Alec Bohm real quick?
Yeah.
Dude, he stepped up and he fucking said his thing.
Yeah. No,
He
I
did
respect the
not step
hell
up
out of
and
that.
Absolutely.
No, but
Uh,
I mean, I say I hate this fucking place like every time I'm trying to get out of the Philly sports complex. So I get
And
where
you
it's
always go
coming
right
from.
back. You always go right back.
Yeah.
Well, you
like
see,
every-
that's how I was feeling.
Yeah, every time.
Right as he said, like, I hate this fucking place. I'm sitting there on my couch going, I fucking hate this team. And then
Yeah,
they came right back
so
in the
we
eighth.
agree.
And I'm like, I fucking love this team. Like,
I don't have a fucking problem with what he said. I couldn't care less.
no.
You could say whatever you want. Just
mean,
don't make 3 errors in the field, please. In one
They're-
Jack
inning.
owned up to it.
They're
It's cool
throwing
with me. I
errors.
like
That's
that.
great.
And
I
those,
don't care if he didn't own up to it. I just want you to not be a fucking 50% fielder.
those errors are throwing errors, which are so fixable. Just move your feet a little bit better.
Don't throw upside down.
Stand up and step into it.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
I think I could have gone in there and done a better job.
It'll all work out.
Speaking of who else I think I could have done a better job than, why is Bailey Falter on this team? You know what his four-seam fastball maxes out at?
80.
89 miles an
89.
hour. 89 miles an hour.
He's got that heat. What do you think you
He
could throw,
throws
Zach?
like me from the outfield.
How fast do you think you could throw it, Zach? With no
From the
running.
mound, I couldn't touch
Sorry.
89. From the outfield, I could probably hit 89 with a crow hop. And then I would need Tommy John's right after because I'm an alcoholic and I haven't done anything athletic in a year.
What were you maxing out in Little League?
In Little League, I was trying to grow fucking pubic hair. I wasn't taking stock of that shit. Probably
In Little League, it was like cool. If
65.
you could hit like 50 in Little League, you were like sick.
Dude, we lost.
Yeah, you're a
I remember we lost our Little League. One of our season ender was, I remember Zach was pitching. I was on the Mets.
Well, at least I can beat the goddamn Mets.
Traitor.
Zach was pitching, and we had a woman ump. It was our first game of the year. It was our last game of the season with a woman ump. And Zach pitches. I was batting, and I ended the season because the fucking ball bounced over home plate, and she calls it a strike.
You must have checked your swing a little too hard.
I didn't even swing; it hit the ground, and
Yeah.
she calls it a
Is it-
strike. Zach throws his glove up into the air off the mound, and I think I stood there at the batter's box for like 2 minutes afterwards.
Yeah, you drew a line, got thrown out. You were like, you can't throw me out. The game is over.
It was so
Yeah, I
stupid.
think this is occupying more space in your mind because, to be honest, I don't even remember it.
I think this is the second time we've talked about the same exact.
Yeah, it is.
It
We
fucking
talked about two
bothers me.
things on this
12
podcast.
years later, and it bothers me
History.
to this day. I lose sleep. I wake up in cold sweats thinking about it.
You're just mad that Zach has a nasty knuckle curve that you bit on.
No.
I didn't swing.
No. I
It
have a
fucking
nasty
bounced
circle
4 feet in
change that
front
you
of the
can't
plate.
touch.
Zach froze you.
You're just embarrassed that my circle changeup was able to make a woman umpire
Paul
call a strike
Hamels
zone.
ask.
Thing
Yeah,
dropped
and she
so
was on a
hard it
period,
wasn't in
so-
strike zone for a time, dude. Thing dropped like my
Zach was
balls.
Zach was
remember.
throwing like baseballs like Bugs Bunny where they like do like a bunch of loop de loops.
And
they come in.
They come in like this, and then they just like trickle across.
Yeah.
Or they
Yeah,
stop.
and they're like whistling in the
and then they go.
background.
Yeah, they stop.
Yeah,
I
it's
swing,
pauses.
moves up, and then it goes.
Yeah, and Dunn like corkscrews himself right into the ground.
His head is just poking out.
Yeah. That's what it felt
Zach
like.
was nasty with it.
Zach, I'm pretty sure Zach threw the spitball. I'm pretty sure he spit right on it and threw a knuckle.
Mm-hmm.
I have a fun story
Well,
about.
he
don't think I was throwing knuckleballs and
Speaking out,
Little League.
speaking about the like time period of Little League. Fun little story that just popped in my mind. I don't know why. Me and Zach on the bus, we used
Zach
to.
and I.
Zach and I on the bus going to school. We used to like along like a racer or whatever, like just a normal racer. Yeah, we would rip off like or bite off like a piece out of the racer and lick it and put it on like the outside of the the window had like a little ledge before it would fall down.
Yeah.
And we would stick it there outside the bus window and we'd see how long it would stay there before it fell off.
Yeah, that ledge was metaphorical.
That's the
I tried to
story.
jump off of many ledges.
That's the story. Are you
Yeah.
guys licking erasers?
Like the racers.
Yeah,
I
like an
know where you
eraser,
stayed.
put it on the little like ledge and then see how long it would stay there.
I don't remember that. I remember we would collect random shit and call them items and throw it in our backpack, like little screws and stuff, because we were on the spectrum at the time.
Items.
I'm still on the spectrum.
Remember when we protect
just
fucking on the
weird,
bus
like-
too?
Just weird shit that like autistic children do.
Zach, do you remember when we recorded the whole Alvin and the Chipmunks movie on the bus?
At least, yeah,
It was
time.
legit the whole movie. We like ran. I don't know why we just knew every line in that movie. We just ran through it on the bus.
Probably because we watched it every day.
Yeah.
What's David Cross's first line in that movie?
Well, I gotta look up some David Cross stand-up. Come up with an inappropriate chipmunk joke.
It's okay. I really don't care.
Uh,
I really don't care.
I like
what I
Toba
do
Elton
care
stuck his
about.
ear.
What I do care about is Tiger Woods is back,
Not
fully
really.
back. He just sent in his submission to play in the U.S. Open.
Mm.
Did not have a great Masters outing. Sorry, Dean. The comeback win wasn't in the books this year.
Yeah, I
Did you
lost
bet
all
on
my
it?
money. No,
No, I think
For
one of Dean's biggest bets was the
Not
2019 win.
For the U.S.
That
Open,
was-
he has the option now. He's not playing.
Was it just for the option?
It's he signed up or made his appeal, so he can he's there and he'll see how he feels. He's not confirmed playing the U.S. Open.
All right. Well, because I know Phil just did the same thing.
Yeah, I think Phil's playing though. I think Tiger is just like if I can feel good, I'll play kind of thing.
Which I don't see why he wouldn't. How long? When's the next U.S. Open?
A month, right? And
Isn't it in May, right?
yeah,
Is it
I think
May?
it's a month. And
It
then
was in
St.
May last year.
Andrews is like,
Well, he's playing St. Andrews. It's his favorite course.
yeah, that's what he
So-
said in the interview that he's definitely playing there.
I'm not surprised he played the Masters. A part of me thought that was going to be his first with St. Andrews.
I don't know. I think with pretty much on Tiger right now. I mean, I hope he plays more. I know he won't ever play a full schedule again.
No.
It'd be kind of cool if he just didn't also just only play majors.
Yeah, I would like to play. I'd like to see him play Kiowa or something like that.
There's some tournaments here and there. I mean, you can't ask much from him. He's got 1.5 legs right now. You don't seeing the guy limp around the course. That was not fun to watch.
No, watching him limp down 18 wasn't the best sight, but not gonna lie, when they gave him that standing O, I had a lump in my throat.
Hey,
laughing
he
just-
smiled through it. He smiled through it. So
Dude, it was funny. I was sitting there Sunday night, and as he came down 18, the standing ovation, I'm sitting on my couch with the lump in my throat, just clapping hard, and I hear from upstairs, "What the fuck are you clapping at?" I was
you watching that porn again, Dom?
You don't understand.
was it your cat?
No,
And
not clapping at my cat. I was clapping at the cat, the big cat,
Big cat.
walking down 18. But
Damn.
a lot of people said it was not a good Masters. Not a lot of people liked it.
Who won? That Scott dude?
Scotty Scheffler. It was
Todd?
his fourth win in 6 starts.
Next Tiger Woods.
Damn, he's nasty with it.
He's nasty with it.
Is he dirty with it? No,
But
speaking-
white.
I don't know.
Fucking-
Conditions weren't great.
Is he
Like-
American?
Yeah.
Is Scotty Scheffler American?
I don't know.
No, he's Japanese.
The Masters got a lot of hate because there's a lot of not well-known names like competing to win. That's why. Like even Scotty Scheffler's not like he's world number one now, but like the golf fan that doesn't know golf has no idea who Scotty Scheffler is.
Are the Masters
Rory-
letting women and people of color on the course?
Like Speed, like almost none of them like really like got to like contention.
He
Like
missed the cut.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of big
people missed.
Bryson, DJ, like
Shifley.
like there wasn't no big names competing, and everybody was just like, oh, Cam Smith. Like I said, average golfer fan doesn't no idea who Cam Smith is. Scotty Scheffler, and then whoever else was playing with the group before, Neesmith.
Was that one Japanese guy in it?
Dude who created
God.
Yeah,
basketball?
Sung J
Matsuyama.
M
Yeah, Matsuyama
Matsuyama.
was there a bit. Like
Yeah, that guy.
they're just like it wasn't like as fan star filled as like other ones have been, and that just kind of like I don't know, like so that's the thing. Like
I don't wanna
who
say
just
it-
watch the Masters are like, who the fuck's this? Like I don't
I
care.
don't want to say it turned people away, but it was.
If it's any consolation, I wouldn't have watched if there were stars playing.
I mean, Rory had a phenomenal. That was probably the coolest way to end a round of golf. Watching
By
Rory,
winning?
watching Rory McIlroy chip in. From
Oh,
the
so he
bunker.
didn't, but he didn't win.
No, he
Mhm.
came in second.
He came in second, right?
Solo
Could
second.
have been
That
cooler.
was his best round, I guess, ever. I think.
Yes, it was the most excited I've ever seen him. He did some crazy. He celebrates. He didn't even throw his club properly. He was so excited.
Hey man, if I was taking home that bag.
Throw it into his caddy's head.
I'd be pretty happy too.
Well, and then Morikawa chipped in, did the exact same thing. That was crazy.
Or cows again.
Why are these people happy they lost?
I don't know. The weather was
Yeah.
shitty. Like it just didn't have the same feel. It wasn't like sunny and like.
It was that course was eating people alive the entire weekend.
Not Scotty Scheffler.
Not Scotty Scheffler.
He did
It was
4
over.
putts, though.
Scotty
He did
Scheffler was,
4
mi-
putts.
he
That
was
was
minus
fine.
12 after day 2.
I think it's very funny how he did. He 4 putt and could have 6 putt or whatever to still win.
But yeah, did you see that Max Homa tweet
Yeah.
where it was just like you 4 putt to win 18 at the Masters? You might as well have just 6 putt just to say you did it. Like the biggest flex of all time. Yeah, I 6 putt 18 at Augusta and won.
How many
Anyway,
strokes did he win by?
2,
Two.
3.
2 or 3, yeah. He had a big lead in the last hole, and he he had like a lag putt or something like 4 feet, and then missed missed that 4-footer, missed another 4-footer, and then tapped in like the 2-footer. It was funny.
Dude, he was minus 12 after 2 days, and the next guy was minus 3.
Was he minus 12 after 2 days? After 2 days, I don't think he was minus 12.
Sure about that?
Yeah, he didn't shoot -6, -6. He was like, I think he was like 9 under or 8 under. I'm pretty sure he shot like -3, -5.
Was he? I thought he was 12 after 2.
Maybe after 3.
Well, he was 12 at one point. He was 12 under, and the next guy was 3. So that's how big of a lead he had, and he just ran away with it. But anyway, I mean, I think every guy I bet on lost, and I don't know why I keep losing.
Hey, that's why you got to bet on yourself, dude.
I don't know why I keep
Yeah.
losing bets. I lose every
know
Sixers
what?
parlay by 1. Fucking
Yeah, the only way out is back in. You got to keep pushing through.
I'm gonna go
You
through.
don't watch all those annoying Under Armour commercials. The only way is through, Dom. The only
I'm
way is
telling you.
through.
You got to start placing bets on first to 10. It's actually an electric bet, and it's over in like 5 minutes.
For
Unless you're
basketball.
betting on like the WNBA, then
That's all.
I don't
That's
even
all I've been
qualify to
doing.
hit.
It's first to 10.
First to 10.
How many have you hit?
3 or 4.
Out of
I just bet against the Sixers all the time. Well, I bet on the national championship. Got that one. I probably say I'm like
you
4
do
out of
that-
6.
You do that in every sport. First to 10.
I did it in national championship. I did it in Sixers games. I did it
Phillies game.
against the Pistons.
Flyers
Yeah,
game.
first and 10
You
runs.
should have done the Flyers game. You would have won if you bet on
Oh.
the Washington team.
First to 9. First to 9.
Washington
God, they're,
Capitals.
they're,
Washington
they're brutal.
Ovechkins.
They're just so unwatchable. That's not even fun.
Yeah,
No,
Ryan, would
a little late, but he's 8 under after 2 days.
You gotta get the Florida
Eleven.
you gotta get the Florida telecast. That team's real fun to watch.
The Florida
Ryan, would you
Flyers.
agree that Washington is like the weakest playoff team in the East?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I honestly
pretty
think,
loaded.
I honestly think that almost any team in the East can come out of it. I think there's obviously odds for other teams too, but it's not like the look at the wild card teams. It's Washington and Boston.
Yeah, I know.
Like
Yeah, it's crazy this year.
Who seem to be cup contenders almost every year.
Pittsburgh hasn't been playing great lately either. Washington has beat Boston, Tampa Bay, and some other top team. They're in their last 4
Flyers.
games. No, hold on, let me figure it out.
Yeah, dude.
Stop. Calling the Flyers a top team is just an insult.
Yeah, top in the draft.
Mhm.
I don't even think we're
Not-
getting the lottery.
Not top enough to get the top players. Can't
They
even
Yeah, no.
fucking tank correctly.
they beat Tampa, Pittsburgh, and Boston and then Philly in their last 4 games.
Hey, that's 4 quality wins against 4 quality opponents.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's actually crazy how Pittsburgh is we're 2 points behind Pittsburgh for a spot in the Metro instead of a wild card spot, with a game in hand.
The more playoffs that go by, the more I hate the playoff format. I think it fucking stinks. I don't understand why the first 2 in each division play each other in the first round. Is that how it is? Or no, second and third?
Yeah, second.
I don't who asked for them to move away from 1 through 8?
Yeah, I think it should just be 1 through
Like
8.
I never understood why.
Well, in this
Like
playoff
didn't the
format,
Kings win as an 8 seed at one time?
Is that the
Like
year
when
they
they
beat the Rangers?
Fucking win. Maybe.
know.
I think they were like an 8th seed.
all I know is
I don't know. This is who asked for it?
with this playoff format, a team can miss the playoffs with more points than somebody in the wild card.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like I don't care how many people come out of, a division.
The
I
Atlantic.
don't care if one team comes out of a division and 7 come out of another one.
Say the Pacific, let's just go Pacific sucks. Let's just say it's has a really where people are getting the 3 teams that make it all have 80 points. Then the teams in the Central all have 90. There's a chance that the 3 teams in the Pacific or 1 team in the Pacific could have less points than teams from the Central who won't because they're not in the wild card.
No, it's
dumb.
lame.
It's dumb.
Like
It's literally set up to where you can have less points than another team and still miss the playoffs.
It's
It's
at
not
this
very
point,
common,
it's becoming. This point, it's becoming meaningless to even have divisions.
Yeah.
What's the point? What are you gonna be happy about winning a division championship in hockey? It doesn't mean literally anything.
Flyers need
It's
some
just
if
fucking
you
stupid.
throw banners up, dude.
Yeah, I would take the win in the division, put a new banner up.
Yeah,
When
we
was
need
the last time the
something to
Flyers won
not kill
division?
ourselves over.
They get swept in the first round, like Tampa.
Give me that conference, my division winner banner. Let me go
Give me
home.
something. Put a banner up for shittiest
Yeah, it's
organization.
just
Yeah, put a banner up for the
Yeah,
team that didn't even
it's
acknowledge
like basketball
Snyder's
divisions.
anniversary.
Anybody else think the play-in is stupid?
NBA.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't think
I
it's
mean, I
terrible.
kinda
hated when
like
they
it.
did that. I don't know if that was just the bubble year, but I hate.
I think it's fun.
That little mid-season tournament.
I think it's fucking stupid.
That was stupid. I kind of like the play-in. It gives more teams a chance to make it, but
It's the 7
And some of those teams still won't make it.
what I don't get is though the 7 and 8
Yeah.
seed can lose a game in the play-in. The Cavs go play the winner of the the Hawks.
Hornets.
Game. So like, what's the
Hornets.
fucking point? Like,
Mhm.
they're the 2 higher seeds. Why don't they just make the fucking playoffs?
Because money.
Yeah.
And why are 9 and 10 even considered? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
Yeah. They just want more games. I don't know. I mean, they're kind of fun to watch, but like, if I was like on a 7th or 8th seed team and you lose in the play-ins, I'd be kind of heated.
I'm all down
Yeah,
for it this year.
You play all season. Well,
No
yeah,
Lakers, no
I
problem.
mean,
Give me all the play-ins that you want.
Let's make
I
every
can't wait
other
until they
game.
send Doc Rivers. I mean,
That's gonna be. Oh my god.
oh, I'm
That
gonna
would be
I'm
so
gonna fucking set
orgasmic.
off. I'm gonna set off fireworks in the house if Doc
Oh my
Rivers
God.
goes to the Lakers. You want to come together?
Oh my god. Yeah, we can take turns. Imagine you look on the sideline and you see LeBron doing his stupid face, and then you see Doc Rivers doing his stupid face right next to it.
His hands on the
The
knees.
only-
Yep.
Yeah. The only good vibes going for the Sixers right now is that one guy came out with an article saying that the Lakers want Nick Nurse. It's like just like
Yeah, I'm sure the
a
Raptors don't
little
want Nick
like
Nurse back.
when like everything's going wrong with the Sixers, we just need like a little, maybe a little bit of turmoil in the Raptors, just to even the playing fields a little bit.
No, the Raptors are a squeaky clean machine.
I like it.
Did you guys read what Durant said today about the MVP race?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
About
God.
how it is like he thinks. So the two main
Popularity
points,
contest.
yeah,
point.
the 2 points I took away from it was one, the popularity contest where like he says I think Embiid's the MVP, but he is widely disliked more than
Giannis.
Giannis and Jokic.
Agree with them,
Number
Richard.
one, number two,
Interesting coming from KD.
yeah, number two is when he said it's hard to have an MVP when back-to-back years when they had the same year. He's like, look at Steph Curry in 2015.
Yeah.
Is that or 2014, 2015 when he's like he averaged 23 points when he won it the first time. You tell me that he comes back the next year, they win 73 games and average 23 points, that he's going to win it again? Probably not.
No.
Like,
It's so fucking annoying. Like I'm not like Jokic is great. Like I'm not dissing him at all. Like he's awesome. But like Embiid, I think the really only 2 candidates that make sense are Embiid or Giannis. Like they're both averaging 30 plus, and they're actually good defenders. Jokic is not. I mean, Embiid had him in the fucking torture chamber when they played Denver. He was all over him, even though they lost that game.
Joel scored
He put
what?
up 43.
Put up 43.
He killed him.
And Jokic had 22.
He killed him, and like Jokic had his turn last year. Like as much as like a childish thing to say is like he had his turn last year, and Embiid was better. So it's his fucking turn. Just give it to him. You know, like Jokic got his. That's fine, but like just fucking let Embiid have one for Christ's sake. Just let. And it's even worse that he's going to be second team. He's going to be second team All NBA, even though they allowed both of them to be first team, and they all just voted for second team anyway. Jesus Christ, he's got their fucking ringer on.
I told Dom to stop texting me. It's from my notification not texting me anyway. Yeah,
Turn
no,
your ringer on.
I just you can't have like
Sam, I was sending him a bunch of underwear pics.
yeah, exactly. But like last year was like kind of like unanimous, like not unanimous, but like
Our
like I
league
understood the
PG-13.
case for Jokic over Embiid last year. But this year, it's just like I think it should be. It just seems like it should be the opposite. Like first center to win the scoring title since Shaq. Most 40 and 10 games. Most double doubles. Like, and then did you see like Embiid
they're only-
didn't win player of the month for the last month of the season? Like, didn't he average like 35 points in that last month?
Oh my god, yeah.
And yeah, Giannis won it and averaged like 30.
Something like that, yeah.
Like Embiid had
I
an
just
insane end of the season and didn't get player of the month.
Yeah.
I don't think he had a game under 25 points.
No. No, his
I
lowest was
doubt
like
it.
his lowest was like 29. 28
Yeah,
or 29.
I just like it is.
It makes no sense.
Well, I also
I
Like, what does
I-
he have to do to win MVP?
don't know.
He has to play for the Nuggets.
can't play for a Philly. You can't play for the Philly. Like the NBA doesn't want to show that tanking works. You can get good players by tanking. So
No.
like yeah.
If Alec Boehm was a voter for the NBA MVP, he would not be voting for Embiid.
He actually got a standing ovation when he pinch hit in the eighth. Alec Boehm.
Where's he did?
It's fine. I don't have anything
This
against
city
Boehm.
is insane.
Don't really care
No, I
what his
don't care.
opinion is of the city or the people's opinion of him. Just stop sucking anal beads in the field, please. Christ.
He's been hitting pretty well though.
He has. I'm pretty sure he's been on base every time he's been up.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
cannot
every time the
field
ball
ball
comes to
cleanly.
him at third base, he's letting them on base every time.
It's
But
a
I
give-
digress.
it's a
I don't
give-
hate Alec Boehm. I don't care
But-
that Alec Boehm hates me.
Would you take the trade-off of Alec Boehm batting like 700 for the entire year, but he makes 3 errors a game? Would you take that trade-off?
Yeah, fuck yeah. If everybody else in the
Yeah.
lineup is hitting, we're not gonna have to worry about those errors. But I mean, Bryce is batting .001 right now. Castellanos
Yeah.
swings at the first pitch every at bat.
Double
Kyle
machine though.
Schwarber is
Fat.
I don't- he's fat. Kyle Schwarber is just a smaller version of Jokic.
Kinda.
And
Built the same.
we lost the best backup catcher in baseball, in Andrew Knapp, so we're fucked. It's all over.
And he's rotting away on the Pirates.
Fucking bullshit.
Shit.
Dropped. Damn it! I dropped my stress ball and it opened up.
You don't have rat in the man's man.
My stress ball opened up.
That's not a ball anymore.
No.
It probably opened it up because you were like tangling it around your fingers.
Didn't it come out today that pretty much Jokic has it locked up?
I mean, they released like the voting, and like it seems like it. And it's pissed me off even more that it looks like a blowout from like the little Google Drive sheet they got sent out.
I mean, shit, dude. Do what Will
wanna
did.
know
I'm
what these-
50
I-
and still
wanna
don't
know-
win the MVP.
I want to know
Actually,
what
now that I
these
think about it,
voters. Who are these voters? I want to know who these fucking people are.
Like, look at all the shit like Embiid went through. He didn't have Harden for what, for like 50 games. He didn't have Simmons at all.
Well, now he has
Uh,
hard, and things are even harder now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and what? They're the 4th seed. The Nuggets, I think, are 6th. I think. He's averaging more points. He's a better defender. Like yeah, it's cool to like. Yeah, like it's
fine.
cool. Like it's cool that Jokic is like passes the ball and shit. Like that's great. And like if you want to say that he's a better all-around offensive player, I get it. But like all around, like you watch them play against each other. Embiid impacts the game way more all around. Like without him, the Sixers win like 30 games, maybe.
Jokic does a pass behind his fucking head, and it gets on ESPN in a second. Embiid takes a step back 3 2 times in a row and drains them
Yeah.
both as a 7-footer and nothing.
Embiid shoots like 80% on like with the shot clock winding down from 3. Like
not even that.
he makes every single one of them. It's insane. He
Tyrese
makes
had,
all of them.
Maxey had 8 threes, and they put a highlight up of Jokic's little dump off assist.
I just-
Like I don't. I
Like I'm,
I
pre-
hate I
I'm
hate.
pretty sure
that-
I'm pretty sure every fan base thinks that there's like a bias against their team. But like I'm pretty damn sure that there actually is one against like Philly teams.
Like,
That's
and
what
I
I'm
hate
talking
saying I hate
about
saying
with
like
Steve-
I hate talking about like the Philly hate, but it's so fucking
I'm
real.
getting cut off.
No, it's a thing.
It
Right,
has,
Zach, say what you're gonna say, Zach. Go ahead. The floor is clear.
Saying.
So-
Before Dom went and did his thing. This is the same thing that we're talking about when Steve Nash took the MVP from Kobe. Didn't he average like 37?
No, Kobe, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That's not
Nash
just a bias against Philly teams.
No,
Voters
I'm
like to
not
get
saying
too
just
cute
us.
with the MVP award sometimes.
like I don't get how it's like a
The
blowout.
obvious pick is Embiid, but it's too obvious. That's the problem.
that's why I wanted.
It's-
That's why I want to know who these
like,
voters are and what they're looking at, like what they're actually
But-
looking at.
You guys
They're all
think?
like
They're on
fucking
bath
journalists.
You guys think that the players or coaches should vote instead of analysts?
Yes.
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 Like, don't coaches vote for all stars?
To be a player,
It's still, do you think it's a better chance of winning it if it was players and coaches voting?
The
So you got,
baseball- the baseball
Absolutely,
MVP,
yes.
isn't that players?
I honestly don't know. I don't know that one. Like, I know coaches like pick all stars for basketball. I don't get, like, why do I care what Sam Carchidi is voting for? Like,
I'm sorry, but
like I
sorry, I'm out. I'm gonna cut you off real quick, Dean. I'm sorry. 'Cause-
I wasn't saying anything. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. But I can't believe the person leading the league in scoring is not a first team NBA player. All
Oh
NBA.
yeah.
It's gonna be
They
better.
even the writers even changed the rules so they could have Embiid and Jokic both be first team, and they're still voting for second team. It doesn't make any sense. Like, you're telling me that there are 5 better players in Embiid this year. It's baloney. I don't believe it.
I want Embiid
Let him
to fucking get public and just lose his shit.
Well, what would be cool? What would be cool if
We'll lose his shit
he-
after we lose in the first round.
yeah, it would be cooler if he just took it really personally and then just started dropping 50 points in the playoffs. I think I'd like that better.
Do that. And again,
Alright.
if he could average 50 points next year and pull a
Like,
Wilt, he'd still
just-
not win the MVP.
Just punish Chris Boucher for like 5 straight games, and I'd be cool with
So-
that.
Yeah.
This
And
is
then
this
take
is
the
the
mic
first
on
team.
and then take the
Based on
mic
the
on
fact-
Broad Street and announce himself as the actual MVP.
This is the first team right here. Ready? Doncic, Curry, Giannis, Tatum, Jokic. Okay. Now listen to the second team and tell me that Joel Embiid with this season deserves to be in this team. I'm not saying these players are bad. Trey Young, John Morant, half season Kevin Durant, DeMar DeRozan, Joel Embiid.
Didn't hear one specific name.
He was better than all.
maybe-
He was better than all of them.
Yeah. Like, why is Tatum in the first team? Like, Tatum had a good year, but like,
Tatum had a great
Back
year.
at
They don't have an
Tatum-
absolute tear.
yeah, but so was
Yeah.
Embiid.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Shouldn't they both be first team?
It doesn't make any sense. Like, I really do think the players should have like some kind of hell. Let the fucking fans vote for it. Why not? We get to vote for all stars.
That
fuck it.
might go even worse because
Fuck it.
everybody outside of Philly hates
Yeah.
Joel Embiid.
Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah,
do that.
You're gonna get a unanimous
No,
Joker
only let.
MVP.
Why don't us as a podcast? Why don't we get a vote as a podcast? Why don't they ask us?
Podcast. I
make
cast
it-
my vote for Luka Doncic.
There's four.
What if-
There's
what if
four
we-
of us, 4 votes, and those votes should weigh more. I feel like.
What if we had like the tiebreaker vote, and we made like
Zach
a
would try
big
to-
like
Zach would try to be
a
funny.
big
and
spectacle
vote for,
about it.
Zach would be funny and like vote for like
like
No, I
Austin
give it
Reeves.
to Austin Reeves.
yeah.
Of course, we think of the same fucking name.
I'm gonna
Not even surprised
Steph
anymore.
Curry averaged 25, 5, and 6.
Yeah, but he only
I'm
played like 4
gonna
games.
remember that, okay? 25, 5, and 6. While I do some research.
All
Or he's
right.
on the second team.
Wait, who was that for?
Curry.
Steph Curry.
Curry.
Yeah. My MVP is Russell Westbrook for not allowing the Lakers into the playoffs.
The real MVP.
My boy.
John Morant averaged 27, 5, and 6.
All right.
Nice.
See, the only
Cheaper,
real
small
reason,
player.
the only real, I
So
feel
how do they decide first and second NBA team? Because
They
the
pull
same
it out
stats.
of a
John
fucking
Morant
hat.
averaged 2
You
more
could
points.
switch these names around and you can't complain about it.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
All
how do they,
NBA
that's what I'm saying. How
is
do they
fucking
decide this
stupid.
person first team, this guy second team? Because if I'm looking at what Memphis has done this year, like, because it's Memphis, that nobody expected Memphis to be this good. Like, John Morant, I think deserves a first team spot over Steph Curry.
I think Desmond Bain deserves to be in there.
I mean,
How are these teams decided? And because and KD also said in his thing, like, the top 12 players in the league are all interchangeable. Like, that's how good the
There's
league
only
is.
so many spots.
But
yeah.
You're gonna piss off somebody. And there's
You're
more
gonna piss
people
off
getting pissed
If
off
you're gonna
beyond
piss off
just us
somebody,
Philly fans.
piss off somebody that's like on the cut where you can make an argument both ways. Don't piss off like don't fuck over the guy who has a statistically
Well, that's
10
my
times
question.
better year.
If it's not on stats, even though those stats are similar, but Ja had averaged an extra point per game. Like their assist and rebound to a T were almost the same. But if we're going off stats, Ja Morant had better stats, finished higher in the standings. I think they were second, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what is like? How are they deciding first and second team? Because if you give me
because
if I'm
it's the
looking at
big name
stats,
Steph
standing,
Curry.
yeah, stats. That's what it is. It's a popularity thing.
It is.
Pretty much. Like,
So
I
it's like-
don't understand why writers have a better opinion than anybody else.
Like, does Embiid have
Like,
to win the NBA championship to then get more votes for an MVP the following year?
He would get the
I
finals
guess.
MVP.
What the fuck is on your face?
Drunk goggles. Even drunk goggles are not realistic at all. No, it's a fucking it's a fucking Easter egg.
Yeah.
Can't sit still this long.
Pull that out of your ass.
No, I laid it.
Yeah, nice.
He popped it out of his ass.
Yeah. Is there anything else we want to talk about, Dom? You're running the show.
It's a bunch of shit. We've only gone through like 3 of these.
Getting really heated about this.
We never get through all of them.
MVP
So.
thing right now.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking stupid. I hate it.
We could do an entire show on the MVP on just Joel Embiid.
Yeah, I haven't really said anything. Just let you guys do all the heavy lifting this time.
I mean, it's really
I'm right with that. I'm passionate.
what's coming up soon? The fucking draft.
All right,
NFL.
ready?
The
Here we
draft.
go.
Like I'm
G and the Panthers on a tear, but I have a feeling we'll skip that one because it's G. He doesn't ever get attention.
yeah, like I
My
don't have
final little. I'm gonna rant one more thing about this MVP All NBA bullshit. Okay. Joel Embiid, 30.6 point per games, 11.7 rebounds, and 4.2 assists. Good year for a center, big man. Not the best ball handler. Never claimed to be. Got a lot better this year though, getting out of double teams.
Yep.
Giannis, 29.9, 11.6, and 5.8. A little less scoring, 0.1 less rebounds, and then like an extra assist a game. Okay, so
And
If we're going off
And they have the same
his
record.
best statistical year, and he's a 2-time MVP. So
the Sixers Bucks have the same.
7.9, so 8. But like, if it's not statistical and not based on standings, and like what does it come down to? That's the big.
it comes down to Jokic has 2 mobster brothers.
I like that answer. Good point.
That is they are taking the writer's families hostage.
He has to be.
That's the
I
only
don't know.
reasonable thing I can honestly think of is that they're afraid of the hit that's going to come out from Jokic to his gangster brothers.
I really wish I had an answer, but I don't know. Like I literally do not understand anything about the voting this year at all.
Embiid is a center forward on NBA, so in theory,
They could both make it.
Giannis is only a forward, and Jokic is a center. Embiid is classified as a center / forward.
Mm-hmm.
So if he could have won a
Because
forward spot, it would take him.
Yes. Yes.
Because they hate us.
I guess I'm done. That's my little rant.
You're wearing a Phillies hat. You're representing the city. Therefore, they fucking hate your guts.
and so does Alec Bohm.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I fucking hate this place.
Yeah. I don't even want to fucking talk about how masks are coming back because COVID's back.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was like 30 more people got it last week, and like, all right, we're putting the mask back on.
Yeah.
Did you guys know
Mask
that
up.
in 2021 more people from the age of 18 to 45 died from fentanyl than COVID?
What's
That's why you gotta get
fentanyl?
this fentanyl test strips. It's isn't it painkiller? I don't even know. Sleep something.
like I'm saying, COVID's like this, like I don't know. I don't really want to get political on this podcast though about COVID and all that shit.
I do.
Go ahead. I'll sit here on that
Let,
one.
let Matisse play.
Yeah.
He ain't do nothing
Bro,
wrong.
where the fuck are you? Where is this new strain? Where is it popping up right now?
Look at this.
Where are the other strains going?
What if COVID only went to hot people and you got it? I'd be like, nice.
Oh, I would
You
be
got it twice, Zach.
perfect. I would be perfectly safe.
You got you got it
That fuck would
twice.
be nowhere near me, dude.
Zach, put your mask
Is
back
there-
on.
Why?
Why's everybody a Batman mask?
I don't have a
You
mask.
look like a mix between the Riddler and Batman.
I don't have a Batman mask. He's the
How you
Bat
doing?
Fleck from Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Ah, yes, the movie that I couldn't care less about. Yeah, you look like. Yeah,
He's putting his racing goggles on.
is that what those are?
Real speed.
Now they look
Is
like
right.
hunting. Now they look like hunting goggles.
Racist goggles.
Is it buck season, Batman?
Does anybody have anything they want to add to anything?
Batman. I'm vengeance.
Simon is coming in the future for Sixers fans.
So was the first round exit.
Uh,
Yeah.
The new bat cowl.
I think it's
This is
like,
Abraham.
Batman for a COVID world.
My only takeaway is Abraham Lincoln deserved it for wearing that humongous hat in front of somebody.
right. You're going to see a play and you're
We
wearing
got-
this fucking 10
Yeah.
gallon hat.
Could you imagine if I went to see the new Batman and I was wearing a Doug Dimmadome hat? Like, yeah, somebody's gonna blow my head off. That's just the way the world works.
So yeah,
Mm,
That's my
it's
takeaway
as
from
bad
the
as
week.
it's almost as bad. I think it might be worse than when someone like 4 rows ahead of you pulls their phone out and you can kind of see a little light.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yeah, I
fucking
wanna blow
hat
your
is just
cheese off.
this fucking hat is in the way.
He had it coming.
mm.
He 1,000% had it coming.
Fire a warning shot first. Shoot through the top of his hat. See what he does.
And I got one more political thing. If you
Oh,
think
good.
if you think that if Joe Biden got in the back of a convertible and rolled through Dallas, is he making it out alive?
Yeah.
Are you
rolls
talking like
mostly,
would somebody kill him or would he just kill over?
No, either.
Are you talking Dallas or Texas?
Is that who the fucking
Dallas.
president is right now?
Well, he'd be fine.
I don't even know.
I don't know, man. I
Hey.
think people would come around from long and far to shoot Joe Biden in the head.
Oh, I'm
I don't
saying if
even
it
know
was a
who was
public
president
event,
after.
I don't know. But if it's
after
just like he
Obama.
just casually does it in the city, he'd be fine.
Yeah, if he was like rolling around like JFK in the back of a convertible.
And it's going to be from somebody who wants nothing more than to pay $2 for gas.
It's probably gonna be my. It's most
gonna be-
likely gonna be
it's gonna
gonna
be
be my
all-
dad. It's gonna be my dad.
Dean's dad's
He's-
gonna
he's
roll up
gonna
on
do
a
it.
motorcycle and code clock him with a 45.
Ah, I saw on
he's gonna-
Newsmax that Donald Trump, the gas prices were $2.
No, your dad's gonna kidnap him in his Bob's Bugs Be Gone truck.
It's a real profession. Thank you.
Oh, I know it is.
All right. Well,
Right, scratching my back.
You scratch
Anybody
my
have-
ball.
Scratch
Zach,
something out.
you have anything?
Yeah. Talk about lumps. I got a lump on my fucking
Yeah.
testicle here. I should get it checked out.
All right. Well,
Wow, the sheer amount of topics we didn't go over is incredible.
we kind of skimmed through them.
Yeah.
Uh,
I feel like we're not gonna talk about the Eagles until like the drafts like next week.
Like
yes.
my only point with the Eagles topic that I have written down is I really just don't want a quarterback.
Oh, I mean,
But
We're gonna draft
Other-
Matt Corral,
other-
dude. 15th overall.
do the picture of Howie in his goggles, but
No, that's every NBA voter searching for reasons not to vote for Joel Embiid. That's what they're doing.
I don't know. There's no quarterback this year that's worth a first round draft pick. IMO.
I mean, Malik,
think you just wait
till
Malik
next year.
Willis probably, but
Except for Matt Corral.
that's about it.
Matt Castle.
This is a Sam Howell. That's a quarterback's name, right? Probably comes from like a Texan family, not a black person within miles of him.
North Carolina.
Check Malik. I want to check Malik Willis. Convert him into a wide receiver like we do with all of our late round quarterbacks. J.G. Kinney, I believe was his name.
I
He was
don't know.
white.
I hope they take Jameis Williams.
J.T. Barrett was another one.
J.T. Barrett.
I just want anybody on that Georgia defense. I don't care who it is.
I don't know. The more I think about it, like the more I'm not crazy about N'Kobe Dean. I think he had like 30 tackles all year. Because
That's why I want Devin. That's why I want Devin Lloyd, dude.
The Georgia D line is just so fucking good that like you could put anybody at linebacker.
Yeah, well, you don't have to worry about a linebacker going to the Eagles, so I wouldn't even sweat over it.
We got Kaiser White now.
Yeah, we got Kaiser White and no Alex Singleton.
Sean Bradley.
And TJ Edwards.
Oh yeah.
We like undersized linebackers here. That's what we do.
I'll take one Sauce Gardner, please.
Yeah, he'll be going. I will take
one Derek Stingley Jr.
Yeah. That's what I want. Another injured cornerback coming out of the draft. That worked out well last time. I want another Sidney Jones.
No. All right. Well,
So
nobody else. If that's all we got, thanks for tuning in to this shit.
That's a good word for it.
A sports heavy day today.
Very big sports heavy day, and it's only because we still can't wrap our head around this fucking voting thing, which is
I don't care.
I don't know. We probably have.
Do we really
win a world championship?
Do we really have any non-sports topics?
Any non-sports topics?
Do we really have any?
Not really.
Well, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
I mean, the occasional thing that
cut all this out,
but not really. It's not really long enough to be a topic.
Do we want to
Anyway.
record
Just like
tomorrow, or do we want to?
An
wait?
observation from the day.
When are you back?
Wait, what?
He's going away.
Yeah. When are you back?
Dean
Yeah,
will not be here for the next episode.
I'm on trial. I'm coming back on Sunday.
What are you on trial?
I'm also coming back on Sunday.
Hey, it was actually on look at that.
I will be in Virginia for Easter.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Alright.
do you want to record tomorrow or 3-man at Thursday?
Jesus Christ, that's quite the turnaround.
I don't think Zach will be here on Thursday.
I'm leaving Thursday
It'll be a
night.
2-man job.
Show must go on.
Tomorrow or next week?
Well, I mean,
We'll
if we
figure
can think of
something
some new, if we can think of some new topics tomorrow.
Let's
I can, think
Or
of
we
some,
can-
I can think of a less sporty. This was really sport heavy today. I can think of a very less like sport heavy one for tomorrow.
We can do a bracket tomorrow.
Ooh.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's-
I would get for a bracket.
Just a whole bracket. That'll be fun.
Let's
Just a little.
I can't.
let's end this show
I
real
can't-
fast. Thank you guys for tuning in. It was a very heavy sports day.
You're welcome.
We will be back, maybe with everybody, maybe without everybody, on more of the cancer that you guys like. So,
Or don't, because you're clearly not tuning in.
Zach, why don't you send us off with a little something from your brain?
Well, it's not really something from my brain. It's more of an observation from today. I thought it was kind of funny, so I wrote it down. I was talking to my parents for a little bit in the dining room, and they were having this stupid conversation that they always have. My dad was walking out of the kitchen, and he strained himself, and he was like, "Oh, my fucking hip." My mom was like, "What the fuck is wrong this time?" He's like, "Oh God, I think I might have cancer." And she was like, "You really think you have cancer?" He was like,
Did he?
"Well, if I had cancer, I certainly wouldn't tell you." And then I snuck outside and started strangling small animals.
What in the world?
Oh, all right. Well, on that note,
It's just
until
a
next
conversation
time.
they were having. And it was
Thanks for listening. I guess.
How about going out on a fucking weird note?